There are so many nutrition and well-being health myths out there, and it's so hard to weed them out, but in this video I'm going to do just that. So I'm going to look at all the nutrition and well-being myths, lies, whatever you want to call them, that I can find, and I'm going to tell you why they are complete bullshit. My name is Sorcha. I'm a nutritionist and healthy lifestyle blogger from Ireland, and on this channel I look at scientific, realistic nutrition advice to make healthy living easier for you. If you would like more personalised nutrition advice, then please go to my website www.sorchashealthyliving.com. You can look at my nutrition services, nutrition packages. I would love to help you and show you that healthy living doesn't have to be difficult. Lord, give me strength. There are a lot of nutrition, well-being, healthy lifestyle, advice, tips, whatever you want to call them, out there for everything from getting a flat belly in 24 hours to speeding up your metabolism, to detoxing, to just everything. And some of them are great advice that scientifically backed. They've had studies done on them to show that proven. Others, I have no idea where they've come from, who made them up, where the logic comes from, anything. And those are the ones that you need to be careful about, because not only can they they don't help you with your problem, they can maybe actually cause adverse effects as well, depending on what they are. So I have picked 10 of the most popular nutrition and health advice tips that are complete nonsense. I've only picked 10 because if I picked them all, I'd be here all day, and we'd be here all day, and I don't want to get sucked down that rabbit hole. The first one is lemon water. Lemon water does not speed up your metabolism. No food or drink can speed up your metabolism. Adding fruit to water makes it nice and refreshing. It can also add some vitamin C, which is also good. It's not necessarily bad for you. It's a great way to keep hydrated, so it doesn't have any adverse effects. So it's fine if you like drinking lemon water or putting fruit in your water, keep doing it. But it is not speeding up your metabolism. Number 2 is eggs are bad for you. This is not true. There was a time when it was thought that eggs could increase your cholesterol. Eggs do contain cholesterol. The average large egg contains about 186.5 milligrams of cholesterol, and that is in the yolk. That's why there was a time when the egg white omelette was like the thing to eat if you were watching your weight. The thing is, even though it does contain eggs contain cholesterol, that cholesterol doesn't affect your blood cholesterol, except to possibly increase your HDL cholesterol, which is your good cholesterol. It's the cholesterol you want to be increasing. So eggs are not bad for you. They're a great source of protein. The yolk is the part that contains most of the minerals and vitamins. It contains vitamins A, E, and K, and it's one of the few foods that actually contains vitamin D. Vitamin D is very hard to get through foods. Like, there's very few foods that contain vitamin D. So eggs are one of them. So this is a myth. Eggs are not bad for you. Number 3 is calories in and calories out is the main thing you need to focus on when losing weight. Not true. There are so many things that affect weight loss and how quickly you can lose weight or gain weight. Hormonal imbalance, medical conditions such as hypothyroidism, genetics play a big role as well. You've also got things like if you are sleep deprived and stressed, that can affect your weight as well. Certain medications can cause weight gain even if you're in a calorie deficit. So calories in and calories out only plays a small role in weight loss. Foods that are high in fat are bad for you. Not true. We need fat in our diet. We do need to choose more of the healthy fats, so the unsaturated, monounsaturated, and polyunsaturated fat. You get these in foods like fish, oily fish like salmon and tuna. You get them in avocados, nuts, seeds, certain oils like olive oil, rapeseed oil, dark chocolate as well. It has unsaturated fat, so you get your omega-3s and omega-6s. Our body needs that fat. So if you were to put a blanket over all foods that are high in fat, you would be cutting out a lot of really healthy, essential foods. Number 5 is breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I might have a lot of people coming at me for this one, but the fact is that's not true. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. That phrase was a part of a marketing campaign for Kellogg's. Yes, Kellogg's, the breakfast cereal company. And it was obviously a really successful campaign because now breakfast is the most important meal of the day in everybody's mind. But if you're somebody who doesn't necessarily like breakfast straight away in the morning, then that's perfectly fine. You need to practice intuitive eating. Intuitive eating is when you listen to your body's cues. Personally, when I wake up first thing in the morning, I'm normally not hungry for breakfast until about an hour, sometimes maybe even 2 hours after I wake up. I normally have a herbal tea. I get things done, like get dressed, get ready, and then I would have breakfast. If this is impossible for you, say if maybe you're going to school or work, you could maybe try to have something like a light snack, like maybe have a yogurt with some granola in it or some fruit, something small, and then later on have a snack and then have your meals. Personally, I prefer my evening meal to my breakfast, but then if you are somebody who really loves eating your breakfast, maybe you can't function if you haven't had your breakfast. That's the way your body works, and that's great. Number 6, sugar-free is healthier. I probably have mentioned it a few times before, especially if I'm talking about things like diabetic sweets. Sugar-free isn't always better unless it's naturally sugar-free and they haven't put in any sweeteners, artificial sweeteners. Basically, go on, and this, I'm not getting sponsored by Amazon for this. Go on Amazon, type in Haribo diabetic or sugar-free Haribo gummy bears, and read the reviews. And that basically covers why sugar-free is not always best. Number 7 is sweet potatoes are healthier than ordinary white potatoes. I'm not sure where this started, but the fact is they're both very, very similar in nutritive value. The thing is, sweet potatoes are more expensive than normal white potatoes. If you look at this table, you can see that nutrition-wise, they're pretty much the same, like 100 grams. Like they're carbohydrate, fats, fiber is a little bit more fiber in the sweet potato, but really not much. So if you tried sweet potatoes because you thought they'd be healthier and you didn't like them, there's no loss really. Go back to your normal white potatoes, they're pretty much the same. Number 8, low-fat foods are healthier than full-fat foods. Similar to the sugar-free, it's not exactly true. Most low-fat foods, when the fat is taken out, it's replaced by sugar, especially dairy, so yogurts would be a big one. That means that if you are trying like low-fat because you're trying to cut back on calories, it's very likely that that food actually isn't any lower in calories than the full fat food. Things labeled low fat, fat free, sometimes light as well. some like says that there's low in fat, but they probably have a load of sugar in them, because the reason being is fat is a flavor carrier. So if you take that out of the food, it tastes the, and nobody's going to buy it. So in order to get people to buy it, they have to replace it with something, so they replace it with sugar. Number 9, tracking your calories and your macronutrient intake is essential to maintain or lose weight. This is not true. In fact, I really disagree with it. I think it can definitely lead to obsessive behaviors, disordered eating. You need to listen to your body's cues. You need to learn to listen to your body's cues, not an app. Like if you do it yourself, counting calories even, it's not great either. But a lot of people use apps where they just either take a picture of the food they're eating or they type it in and it calculates for them. But the thing about that is that app doesn't know what you're going through that day. Maybe you're having a really difficult day. Maybe you're not feeling great. Your body knows that, and then if you listen to your body, it will tell you, you need to eat now, or yeah, you're okay, you're full, you've eaten already, or sometimes you need like a bar of chocolate to cheer you up. Your body knows that. No app can know that. No app that's been invented yet anyway. That's why I don't agree with them at all. Also, it's no way to live. Tracking your intake of food, your calories and your macros is no way to live. Personally, I'm a type 1 diabetic. I have to count my carbs, and I find that difficult enough, but I have to do that because I need to know how many carbs is in my food in order to give insulin. I wouldn't do that if I didn't have to. So I don't see why people think they need to do it with all of the nutrients, not just carbs, and their calories, just to maintain weight. We don't need to do that. We just need to listen to our bodies, and that should be enough. Finally, number 10, carbs make you gain weight. This is not true. A lot of people might think, well, I've cut out bread from my diet and I lost a lot of weight, or the belly dropped off me. That would be something I'd hear. The likelihood is that you probably are cutting out on overall calories, and as well as that, if you are psychologically, if you are trying to lose weight by doing something, even if it is just cutting out bread, you're probably making healthier choices overall as well that you don't even realize you're doing. So just picking out carbs, your breads, your pastas, your rices, all of those things, that they don't on their own make you gain weight. It's calories in general, which you also get from protein and fat. I hope you learned something new from this video, and if you did, why don't you comment below? Let me know. Also, if there are any nutrition well-being tips that you aren't sure are true, you can message me through my Facebook page or my Instagram page, and I'll do some detective work and let you know. Also, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and share this video.